Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Man, disappointing loss tonight as we come up short in this one, lose 5-4 to the New York Mets in the second of four in a game where we uh, had the lead, then blew the lead. Mets took the lead in the eighth, and it looked like they were going to hang on and get the win, but we came back to tie it up in the top of the ninth, but then uh, the first batter at the bottom of the ninth, a walk-off home run. So, very disappointing loss. Uh, as, you know, it was a back and forth game, kind of. Miles Michael is, not terribly bad. Still been off to a bit of a shaky start of the season. He would go 4 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs, 5 hits, only struck out one on only 70 pitches. So his first outing of the year was so, and then his next outing was really bad. He didn't even get through 2 innings, or didn't even get through 3 innings actually. That start against the Red Sox, and then last week against the Phillies was pretty solid. So we would take a 1-0 lead in the top of the second. Pedro Pa has an RBI single, scoring Brendan Donovan, extending his hitting streak to now 14 consecutive games, the longest in baseball this season. So, he continues to be on to a red hot start of the season. So that put us up 1-0. Stay that way until the top of the fourth. Jordan Walker with an RBI single and scoring Donovan, who would ground into a fielder's choice before that. Nolan Arenado would be out at second. So that put us up 2-0. Then the Mets would have 2 runners on at the bottom of the fourth before Michaels would get catcher Luis Torrens striking out, looking on a 10-pitch at bat. Then at the bottom of the fifth, a leadoff double by Brett Beatty, and then an RBI triple by Tyrone Taylor to make it 2-1, and then Juan Soto with an RBI single to tie it up 2-2. Michaels then get the second out, but then he would be taken out of the game. John Keane would then come in and would try the only batter he would face. And then top of the sixth, Wills Contreras a leadoff double, and then Nolan Arenado with an RBI single to put us back on top 3-2. And knock out Mets starter David Peterson. Then at the bottom of the sixth, Kyle Lehey on the mound will give up a solo home run to Mark Vientos, his second of the season. He homered last night for his first home run of the season, so that would tie it up 3-3. And then in the bottom of the seventh, Jojo Romero on the mound. He would walk Juan Soto. He would then also walk Pete Alonso, and then he would then be done. Starling Marte pinching in, then facing Phil Maton, he would fly out. And then Maton still in the game would allow a leadoff single to Mark Vientos, and then a ground out. And then a go-ahead RBI double by Luis Torrens, as before that, Brandon Nimmo would advance to second on a pick-off error attempt by Maton. So with that error, it was not a earned run, so he still has a perfect 0 ERA this season, oddly enough. So that would make a 4-3 Mets game head into the top of the ninth, but not facing Edwin Diaz, who pitched yesterday and got the save. And leading off the ninth, Brendan Donovan, and he would have a solo home run to tie it up 4-4. That was on the second pitch of the at-bat. His third of the season, 13th RBI. So that would tie it up 4-4, so we couldn't get any more runs to take the lead, so hoping to then extend it and send it to extra innings. But with Ryan Fernandez on the mound facing probably the best shortstop in baseball, Francisco Lindor, and he would have a solo home run to end the ball game, and that would give the Mets a 5-4 win. So for Lindor, his second home run of the season, eighth RBI. He's been off to a bit of a slow start. Ironically enough, he was off to a bit of a slow start last year, and then had an amazing second half to finish in the runner-up behind Ohtani and the MVP. So, also that was his 250th career home run for one of the best players in all of baseball. So, yeah, so hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow and continue to struggle on the road. Still just one win on the road this season. Also, Cardinals batters struck out 15 times in this one. Wills Contreras continues to struggle. 3 more strikeouts despite having a hit. He's now batting just 145 on the season. So, anyway, hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow. It'll be Matthew Liberatore getting the start against right-hander from Japan, Kodai Senga for the Mets. Liberatore was outstanding against the Phillies last Sunday. See if he'll do better, well against another very good lineup in the Mets. So till then, Comics per saying, go Cards.